The fragrance that I'm using today is Palo Santo, and that's by Candle Science. And I've already made candles with it, and I absolutely love it. It's like a cologne kind of smell. Let me take this glove off so I don't accidentally use it. So it smells kind of like a cologne, and it's not perfumey. It's not a very feminine, girly kind of smell. It's more masculine. I would say it's unisex to masculine. I wouldn't say it was feminine. And I'm trying to figure out a good design for this soap. And Mr. Warm and Fuzzy doesn't really have a sense of smell. And a lot of times when I smell something, you can think of a color or you can think of a design based on the smell. He's just going based on description. So I opened this up and I had my daughter smell it. My daughter Maggie was smelling this, and I said, tell me what color you think of when you're smelling this, and she said green. I was also thinking green because it's more of it's marketed towards masculine sense, right? So I was thinking green. And then when I came out and said to Mr. Woman Fuzzy, when I said to John, hey, what colors were you thinking? He was thinking green as well. Then my daughter FaceTimed me from Nashville. I told her the conversation and she was like, oh, I would probably do green. So after looking at all of our greens, we decided we're going to do 2 different greens, Mad Micah's Crazy Eyes and Mad Micah's Snake Island. And then we're also going to add some blue to this one, and we're going to add Mad Micah's Key West Blue. So I'm hoping that this comes out pretty cool. So let me get out my oils, which are already measured. This is going to be a 31-pound batch of soap. Let me move it out of the way. So this is my mold that I'm using today. After I pour in my layers today, I'm going to use my hanger tool. So here's my hanger tool. It's simply a gear tie from Home Depot. I'll put it in the mold and just bend it so that it fits. And then later on, once everything's in here, I'll use this to drag through. I don't know how much I'll be able to do because I've never used this fragrance before in soap. I'm gonna turn it because I do a double hanger swirl. So I have a second hanger tool to fit this way because it's not a perfect square. So I'm just gonna, again, fold this so that when I'm up to this part, my hanger tool is ready. So now I have...
Those are cable ties.
These are cable ties that we got in the automotive section of Home Depot, right? Automotive section?
Yep.
I think so, yeah. So I have them set, they're 2 different sizes because my mold, one is for the width, one is for the length. So I'm gonna just push this to the side for now. And I'll pull my oils on over. I have my lye solution is here. So I read the reviews on this fragrance, and besides all of the people telling me how fantastic the fragrance is, it did say that it accelerates a little bit. So I'm gonna hold off on adding the fragrance until as late as possible because I don't want...
Use that buzz as little as possible.
Yeah, I don't want to have the soap get too thick on me. So I have my lye solution here, and my lye solution, we don't use water, we use aloe because aloe is just so much better for your skin. So we're gonna start making the soap now. So first thing I always do is make sure I'm wearing gloves. It is extremely dangerous not to wear gloves because once the lye solution gets in here, it could cause a chemical burn. I should be wearing long sleeves. I know every time I say the precautions out loud, I have a mishap. So I'm going to try very carefully not to have a mishap today. I should be wearing long sleeves. I'm not because it's summer in New York and it's like 80 degrees out. Glasses or goggles if you have them, a hat to keep my hair out of here. You should have on long pants, which I do. Should have on closed-toe shoes, which I do. So I'm gonna pour in my lye solution and I pour it through the strainer because I want to make sure that no lye lint gets in there. A really long whisk. What? And I'm just going to stir it up. My stick blender cannot reach the bottom of this bucket. I do need to get a longer stick blender if I'm going to make these big batches. So I'll just keep stick blending this until it emulsifies a little bit. I mean, did I say stick blending? I meant whisking. I'll keep whisking this.
Jacqueline just said if you haven't tried hard soaps, that you should have very dry skin, and it really makes it.
Thank you. Thank you, Jacqueline.
We noticed that too.
Yeah, one of the things that I noticed right away, now I started making soap in the beginning because my daughter has eczema. And it was getting really bad, and nothing that the doctors were giving her was giving her any kind of relief. Any kind of soap that she used or cream that she used, after about a month, her skin would get used to it, and it wouldn't have any kind of effect anymore. So I started making soap for her, and I noticed after about a month of using it that my legs really weren't getting dry in the wintertime. And that is, I just thought, I don't use lotion or anything like that, so I just thought that, itching in the winter was, you're supposed to have dry skin and dry legs in the winter. That's just what happens. And I would go to bed at night and literally be raking my legs because they were so dry.
You take really hot baths too.
And I do. I take very hot baths at night. So the hot water and the dry winter air were not doing my legs any good. So after about 2 weeks to a month, I realized, I haven't been scratching at night. And it's been years. I do not have itchy, dry legs at night anymore. And if I don't make soap as a business, I will always use handmade soap for the rest of my life, just because of that. So I'm gonna pour it off now. And I have 3 containers because I'm splitting into 3 containers. Right here. These will hold 6 liters. I didn't put the fragrance in yet because, again, I don't know how the fragrance is going to behave. The reviews say that it accelerates a little bit. So I have about 15 liters in here. I'm going to put about 5 in each thing. And this is kind of heavy, so once I get the first one poured off, I'll be fine. here. Something just fell. I just knocked a spatula on the ground.
I got it, guys. Don't worry.
Thanks, Maggie. So I have my mold, and I have my 3 colors. I am going to pour them going this way, alternating, and then at the end I'm going to use my hanger tool.
Into your 31-pound Winston and Walter
Yes,
mold.
this is my Winston and Walter mold, our favorite new mold. I have a feeling that as I go along, it's very, very fluid right now. As I go along,
You gotta put more
it's
than that.
going to be much thicker. So I'll just come on over and make a nice swirl. It gives me some texture. It makes the top more interesting to look at. And it kind of smooths everything out. I know your time is important to you, so thanks for spending it watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button and maybe share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this one, and for more content, head on over to our Instagram and TikTok pages. The links are down below. And remember, life is short. Use the good soap.